Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube. It's your girl Honey, and today we are talking about the contraceptive pill, my experience dealing with it, and I want to hear everyone else's experience and how they feel being on and off it, I'm going to give you guys a bit of a background of how I got onto it. This is pure business going out, but it's important that I do share my story and my experience with you guys. So years ago, I think I was like 18 or 19. God, this bloody screen. I was like 18 or 19, and I had a really long period. It lasted months, right? First one I've had that lasted as long as it did, and I obviously wasn't happy about it. I didn't want to be bleeding for this amount of time. And I went to the doctors, I went to see a gynecologist. They went through everything, literally like legs out, spread, bam inside, looking, like checking my ovaries and shit, and everything looked fine to them. Everything was fine. They wasn't sure why I was bleeding for so long. They couldn't tell me. So they took me back to the doctors, and they said, look, we're going to put you on the contraceptive pill. The pill that I went on, this was in 2008, I think it was. And the pill that I went on was called the Yasmin pill. It's a contraceptive pill. And you take it for 3 weeks, and you have a 7-day break. During your 7-day break, you have a period. Then you go back onto the pill, and it's a routine you go over and over again. You miss the pill, whatever, you get spotting or you bleed or whatever. So I was quite good on that pill. I did take it regularly, and I was on that for about 2 or 3 years, I think it was. And I'm just thinking about how I'm thinking about being on that pill now, and it completely messed me up, right? And I hear a lot of stories about women being really hormonal and really angry, and their hormones are up and down, but I don't feel like I was like that. However, I did have a reaction to it, and I could have almost fucking died, all right? Now, I was working in a retail store, and I was in Primark these times, okay? I think I was like 20 years old. I was in Primark, and this was in Oxford Circus. It's a massive store. They ain't got no damn air conditioning in there, all right? And I was standing on my feet for 4 or 5 hours a day, just putting stuff into bags. Horrible job. And I ended up losing a significant amount of weight, and I was waking up with headaches every single day. And it's weird because I was waking up with headaches, but I was becoming so used to the fact that I have a headache, I would just forget about the headache and I carry on with my day. But it became so common every day, every night, headache. And it wasn't like a pounding one, it was just relaxed, like monotone headache. It was weird. So I went to the doctors again, and I said to them, look, I have this headache, what can you give me? I'm getting annoyed with this. And they said, oh, you want any contraception? I said, yeah. What you want? The Yasmin pill. We're going to take you off that immediately. And I was like, well, why? What's the big deal? And they said to me, the reason why you're getting these headaches is symptoms of having a stroke or going to have a stroke. And there's a lot of women out there who can't have the contraceptive pill because you have reactions like this to it. And I was surprised because I go to the same doctor's surgery I've been to next to all my life, right? Regardless of where I move to, that's my doctor's surgery, okay? And my mum goes there as well. And my mum has a history of high blood pressure. She also had a brain hemorrhage, and it's very frustrating because they know this stuff. They know who I am. And I had no idea that all of this can be linked to me now having a brain hemorrhage or me now having a stroke. The pill can contribute to these things. So I'm angry that this doctor, who's not my regular doctor, she's telling me this stuff, but why did my doctor put me onto this pill that could do all types of bullshit to me? I had no idea. So I got into a relationship. I was halfway into a relationship those times. So I didn't really want to be off the pill. I was scared about being pregnant. you know, and I was very comfortable with my partner to bareback, not use protection, okay? So they decided to put me on another pill, and I forgot what it was called, but it was the mini pill, an even smaller pill, and you take this consistently. There's no 7-day breaks at all, right? And I've got a few here, and these are the ones that I've kept the boxes for. And one's the Finola, looks like that, don't know if you can see, that's one, and there's 75 in here, and you take it constant, that's like 3 months worth, I think, yeah, and you take it constantly, you don't stop, there's no 7-day break. And what it's designed to do is to completely stop your periods, okay? So you don't have a period no more. So obviously I'm over here thinking, wow, no periods, no pain, yay. My boyfriend's like, yeah, no breaks, yeah, we're all happy. And I was on that for years, right? And I am now 27, and I've only, in the past 2 years, I've started to come off the pill gradually. I'll go through stages where, well, what's the point in me being on the pill? I'm not with anyone now. Let me just come off it. You know, I have like a 3-month break, and then I'll have a period which comes and it's just like, oh, I can't do this. I end up going back on the pill. But now I've completely come off it, and I feel, it's weird. I feel like this is what I should have done a long time ago. You know, God, I think it was sometime last year, I ran out of my mini pills, and they gave me this other pill, Micronor. See, they gave me Micronor, and this one, it brought my periods on, and it was crazy irregular. One day I'm spotting, one day it's heavy bleeding. Like, what's going on here? Make up your mind. So then I had to go back on, you know, Finola ones, right? And I went back on those, and my periods began to be, my periods disappeared. Now, the side effects of being on the pill from the age of 18 to 27 is crazy. I was a size 10, okay? And now I am a size 16. My boobs are humongous, okay? My back, it's weird because when I go bra shopping, my back seems to be the same size. They always say my back's the same size as it was when I was a size 10, but my bust has just completely grown, right? So before I got into the pill, I was like a ABCD. I was like a 34E. I had big boobs anyway, right? Now that I'm 27 and I'm coming off the pill, or I'm off the pill, my boobs are now a 34 double J. They are huge. The pill completely swells you up. Your stomach, your love handles, your back, your breasts, your arms. It just swells you up, and that's a side effect from the pill. It just gives you too much estrogen, too much hormones. It's fucking frustrating. You know, I'm not saying it makes you gain weight, but it definitely gives you more of an appetite to want to eat. Therefore, you tend to gain the weight a whole lot more, you know? And what's made me come off the pill is I've done a lot of thinking. And I'm at that age now where, yeah, you know, I want to have a kid. However, I want to have a unit, a healthy environment to raise my kids. And, oh, this thing keeps fucking popping up. I want to have a healthy environment to raise my kids. But the main concern for me is the fact that I've been on it way too long. And I'm scared that, what if I can't have kids? You know, I'm actually scared. Because I have no idea on the health of my uterus. You know, when you've been on the pill for such a long time, it can affect your fertility, it can affect your uterus, and that's definitely a fear for me, right? But there's a massive rise in women having hysterectomies. Hysterectomies is when they completely take out your entire womb. You're not left with nothing, you know, because you're having heavy periods or irregular periods or really bad cramps, pains, fibroids, whatever, you name it. Funnily enough, I know someone who's like 19 years old, and she has irregular bleeding as well, irregular periods, and she went to the doctors, and you know, she's had a gynecologist look at her, and the doctor said to her, well, you know, we can do a hysterectomy on a 19-year-old. That's fucked up. You know, this is what makes me really question the doctors in the NHS environment, because I don't know how you can offer that to a 19-year-old child, to say we can offer you a hysterectomy for irregular bleeding. You know, irregular periods can actually be solved through health-wise, what you eat. You know, it can be solved through that. So for him to say to her, oh, we can fix the problem by taking your womb out, so she has no hope for children, is that what you're saying? That's fucked up. And that is what I'm trying to say to you guys. Like, you know, it's a fear for me that, based on the fact that I've been on the pill for such a long time, it's very, very scary for me, because I have no idea, you know, what's happened to me down below, you know? And I'm just going to have to cross that bridge when it comes to it, when I do decide to have kids and I plan and I try. I just have to see how it goes. But yeah, there's a massive rise on people having hysterectomies now. It's becoming more and more popular. And those of you who are coming off the pill as well, come off, you've got to now start to think about having safe sex, which is condoms. No one likes them, we all fucking hate them, but it saves our lives, all right? It's healthier than using the contraceptive pills. Trust and believe, it really is. And it also protects us from STDs, STIs. STDs. STIs is skin to skin contact. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's very important that you do a whole bag of research before you decide to jump onto the pill, because it really ain't that great. I remember, like, it was 2013 that I started to get a bit more like thick, you know, and a lot of people were like, oh my god, like, what happened? How did you get so thick? Like, you know, your boobs just went boom. They just went boom. Like, everyone's like, oh. So I was just like, I don't know, it's the pill, like, you know, but I'm eating more now, so I just need to work more on my health. But I'm gonna give you guys an update once I've been off the pill for a whole lot longer, and let you guys know how I'm coping, how I'm dealing with intercourse, and how I'm dealing with not being on the pill. But yeah, these are the two pills that I was on. I was on the Yasmin, I was on these, I was on the Yasmin, and another pill, and I forgot what that name was. But yeah, and I didn't ask to be put on the pill. I wasn't placed on it for contraceptive reasons. Instead of finding me a diagnosis, the doctor just decided to say, here's the pill, take it, you know, your periods will stop. So I've not been diagnosed, but you know, I'm really grateful for how things are with me now. I take my vitamins, I take my iron tablets as well, because I'm anemic, and when you're bleeding, you lose blood. You know, you need to keep your hemoglobin balanced, you know, so I'm trying to work on that as well. So let me know your experience with the pill, with the contraception pill, and if you're happy on yours, I would love to have a little discussion in the comment section below on everyone's experience. And you know, thanks for watching.